Now we're entering the total darkness again.
Well, I've been caught in fire. Well,
Both my feet now have blisters, different from last time's walk.
I've been caught in fire. Oh.
Taking videos.
Well, I've been caught in fire.
I'm so fucking tired. I want to cut. I want to cut now.
I've been caught.
Last year, my friends and I set out on a long-distance walk from Kigali to Rusizi. A journey we never planned to extend, but the exposure to vast unknowns, endless laughter and adventure made sure we'd go on so many more like it. And here we are, in the third walk of the May Colin series, and this time with one more friend, Kids. From Kibuye to Rusizi and an ambition to walk the entire border length of our country. But with Joe's injury just days before the walk, we ended up being only 3. And this is how it went. I'm doing some hair routine. Yeah, I'm almost done with parking. And if anyone had told me that we were going to start this 3-day journey with rain pouring down our shoulders, I honestly wouldn't have believed them. The day before was as sunny as it gets, with no signs of rain whatsoever. But I guess rain is just one of the many things you have to expect when traveling through the western part of the country. With our excitement through the roof, the rain wasn't going to stop us from starting this long-awaited journey. So we said our farewells to Yi's Kivu village, who had welcomed us with open arms for the second time, and took our first steps into the journey.
Now the boys are hiding. They are leading.
We just left Idiza and we're heading up dusubire ku mumuji. From then on, tutangire twerekeza Nyamasheke. The low temperatures gave the journey a chilling start, but I was hopeful that with time, the mood would lighten up as things warmed up a bit. So this is where we take umuhanda ujya Nyamasheke. Subi hariya wagiye kugira Rubavu. That's where we're from. So, yeah. I think we should first take breakfast, guys, by that restaurant. We made our way to a nearby restaurant for breakfast, taking our time to fuel up and store as much energy as possible, because ahead of us lay the long stretch of kilometers, each step demanding more than we knew we had, but we were ready to give it everything. With breakfast came laughter, jokes and some simple planning on how we were going to take on this demanding journey.
Now we are heading to Nyamasheke, 74 kilometers. I don't know if you can see it. I think we will make it in 2 days. Nyamasheke.
2 days. 2 days not gihindutse. We should be there.
Okay.
Unsure if we had bitten off more than we could chew, the young children we met along the road quickly reminded us why this was worth every step. We handed out a few WINNAZ snacks we had carefully carried just for moments like this, shared some laughter and said our goodbyes before continuing on, feeling a little lighter and more motivated than before. We continued on our way as the rain began to soften and the sky slowly warmed. The odds were clearly starting to shift in our favor, and for the first time, this journey felt like it might just be off to a really good start after all. Your Elinet is really crooked. Since it was Tuesday, we expected to see many children heading to school. But what really amazed me was seeing them out there, rain or shine. It made me realize how much of a positive shift there had been in parents' and guardians' attitudes towards education across the country. And honestly, that filled me with happiness. But after just 12 kilometers on the road, I started feeling a sharp unease in my left knee. It was worrying, especially knowing we still had over 120 kilometers of asphalt ahead.
The ankle. The ankle. Easy. The knee.
I knew right then that I had to slow down and take it easy if I wanted to make it through.
Coming up a steep hill. Right in front of me. Trying to catch up to them. We're boosting each other up one by one. These hills are kind of steeper, but I hope we get somewhere flat. Seems like they're tired. It's not good. Good one.
So we're only 22 kilometers in, and my knee shattered. Andrew na keys bansize babari imbere. Beats ahead, sinzi niba murimo murababona. So I'm planning on catching up. In a hilarious turn, we somehow ended up in a ditch while trying to take a shortcut and had to help each other climb out, and luckily no one was hurt. And it just became another funny story to laugh about and tell stories about.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Throughout this whole journey, we ran short on water, food and equipment, but we never ran low on entertainment. And when noon came, we stopped at the center to eat, rest a bit and change our clothes, since the rain had stopped and the temperature was rising. We've just left the center, that's where we ate. But Andrew, Nike's, babatangiye kumanuka, finna catch up to them. And we still have something like 20 more kilometers to gahita tugera where we're supposed to stay. That's where we're heading. Yeah, so it's downhill from now on.
Gandhi, how do you feel now? Gandhi, how do you feel now?
While I was feeling fine, Andrew's excitement and happiness maybe got a little too far.
Behind there, that's Gandhi and Keys trying to push each other. Man, the sun out here burning.
The sun was scorching and we even had to remove more clothes just to cope with the heat. We've just stopped so they can change shoes. Andrew now has changed. Keys is stubborn. He didn't want to change those shoes. So, yeah. Aren't you stubborn? You are stubborn.
Whoever is watching this, I'm really sorry. This your team is ass. I don't want them to win anything. Yeah, I don't want them to win it. I know you guys are the favorites. So, I'm shitting on your shoes.
After dropping bombshells on both Burundians and Arsenal fans, we kept walking like nothing had happened. We love you, Burundians. Don't get mad. We're almost there. Thought I would show you this, guys. This looks so majestic, right? Yeah, I thought I would show it to you. And it's 5 minutes past 5, just exactly as I anticipated it. Although we were very low on pace, ariko numvaga ko saa 10 zigomba kugera tugeze i Nyamasheke, and we've just done the exact same thing. Cyahoze ni imisozi, they were hectic. With evening closing in fast, we crossed into Nyamashoche district. Since the next 10 kilometers were very steep, we decided to rest in a nearby village and tackle them the next day. So we've reached Mugonero Center and they've told us there's a place to stay up there and there's some other place behind there, so we're going to check both of them out. 40 something kilometers to the yeah. Truthfully, we were too tired to check all the motels. So when we saw that the first one was decent, we decided to stay there for the night. Good morning, guys. This is day 2. Imugonero. I think I'm pronouncing the name right. This place is on top of the whole Karitsie. And there's a market going on there. There's a very big market going on here. And just at this balcony, having my morning snack. Life is good. Keys was really having a tough time. The fatigue from the previous day was catching up with her and she was clearly feeling it. We went to have breakfast hoping it might give her a bit of energy, but it didn't seem to help that much. Still, she decided to tackle the next stretch with everything she had, hoping it would help her find her rhythm and get her momentum back. I can probably say this has been a great morning. The sun is up, sun is out, and that's where we stay. That's the center we're just leaving, and everyone is set. Everyone is ready to rock and roll.
Gandhi is in front and Andrew is changing because of the sun. It's very hot.
4.5 kilometers into the second day. I think Andrew yari guhindura inkweto. Please aramutegereza. I had to keep on going. The sun 10 kilometers ahead. Ninjira mbere yawo. Stay there mbategereze.
So Gandhi is in front. He's like a kilometer ahead of us. I'm trying to push Keys. Trying to push her to our limits. Trying to go and we've got about 2.5 kilometers to Nyamashoche town. We're now to Rusizi this evening.
While I was far ahead, setting the pace, Keith slowly got back into her groove. Together with Andrew, they built up some crazy momentum and caught up with me. Within a short time, the three of us were back together, with pace and time finally on our side. As it approached midday, we started meeting more children heading home from school. Many of them joined us along the way, walking with us for a few kilometers before eventually branching off to their homes.
Taking a short break to get some water. And they're looking for water. Some are down there. Bottles are empty.
Of all the places, there are no shops.
Guys, there's no water over here.
Dehydration was our biggest concern, and the fear of running low on water could seriously affect our walk, since we needed at least 1 liter every 5 kilometers. So we kept moving, hoping to find water until we came across a spring well. That section I don't know if you guys can see it. That side where you're seeing a tall building, you have to get kuruhukira. For first time, I think it's 20 kilometers from where we last slept. I think it's now 11:23, so I think we're doing some good pace. We made our way to this center called Karenjera, where we had planned to take our proper midday stop to eat, rest, and stock up on what we would need for the walk ahead.
Now we are searching somewhere we can get some water.
But unfortunately, none of us recorded what happened upstairs. I guess the fatigue had really caught up with us.
Either protecting us or against us.
Believe it or not, this guy was completely fine. Not drunk, not dealing with anything unusual. He just followed us for about 5 kilometers and later asked for my hat, which I couldn't give him because I needed it too. But the same couldn't be said for this kid who asked us for something to eat. And luckily, we had some WINNAZ, which he happily took to share with his little sister. And for us, we were getting closer and closer to our goal for the day.
Now it's 20 to go. I'm so exhausted. Andrew also is not feeling good.
As we approached Rugari Center, we faced a steep climb of about 7% gradient that really drained the energy out of us.
If you all can see properly, the sign there says Kibuye National Park Discomfort, 23 kilometers away.
He was like,
So the weather has drastically changed, so as we were eating, we decided to change the clothes because it would have been better kugira ngo tutaza kuza guta umwanya tugeze imbere tugasanga imvura iratugwiriye. We decided to change into waterproof clothing, which will help us fight off the rain. Hurry up, guys. We hit the road again after having some fresh grilled goat meat, but in the true Milk Olin series fashion, the rain found its way back to us once again. But this time, it felt more like a blessing than a setback, since we got to take shelter with some of the most ambitious young locals I had seen throughout the whole series.
the rain is so heavy, but we choose to continue.
And when we decided to carry on, they chose to stick with us regardless of how heavy the rain was. Just to ask us questions about career paths and what we recommended they should study in the advanced level section of their secondary school. It's now 6:37 p.m. And we only have 10 kilometers to where we're supposed to stay. It's getting dark. Turns out imvura uko yaguye we got refreshed, imbaraga ziyongereye. And for the first time on this third walk, night fell upon us, but we were only 10 kilometers away from the district office area. Fog is crazy. This side, the one with Chikamo Kabiri. It's 7:50 p.m. So turns out, and also again, Hamatara and we still have something like 5 kilometers. So yeah. And for context on how scary this whole situation was getting, we were only seeing as far as our phone torchlights were allowing us. And surely, that wasn't even close to being as far enough.
In the end, after all, we're getting street lights again. After something like 5 kilometers in pitch dark road, we end up finding street lights again.
We lived at the end of the darkness. We took a short break, a bit of a breather, to reflect back on what we had been passing through.
You niggas are in Crocs, man. What are you saying? You have been burning. I think I want to take off this coat.
Oh yeah, reka turayikuramo.
What happened? You simbura neza inshyushyu.
Gandhi,
Ngomba kugabanya ubushyuhe.
how do you
Hi
feel?
everyone, I'm so fucking tired. I want to cut.
Kupa.
I don't want to cut now. I want to cut off my leg.
What are you gonna use?
I want them here. I still want them. Because yeah, they're so tired. Oh my god. I've done 40 something kilometers in Crocs. What a legend I am. Who can say they did it? Who can say,
There's a first time for everything.
who can say they
For the
walked from?
first time,
You
Gandhi.
guys have
Who
pushed
can
the
say they
limits.
walked 50 kilometers in Crocs?
You guys, I think you've introduced something new to.
Actually, these ones are way better. I'd rather walk in Crocs than any other thing because they give me so much.
Poor me, I forgot to bring Crocs.
And bruised, weak, tired, and a little injured, we finally made it to the place we had been walking towards all day. The destination we had been looking forward to all day.
We're officially up here. And we're going to now hunt for some place to stay the night. Then we can start thinking about Rusizi tomorrow.
Gandhi hitting 30 something tomorrow.
What?
30 something kilometers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nigga, I thought it was like 45, 48.
Good morning, everyone. We moved to the Kane, day 3 of our walk and our final day. I was planning to get Rusizi, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to talk about our main sponsor for today's video, WINNAZ World Rwanda. And to be honest, this whole trip would have not happened if it wasn't for them, because I mean, we're still young, and this whole thing needs a certain budget. So like you just have to work and hope for the best. You need the budget, you need the income sources, you need the financing, and we're very, 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 very happy for WINNAZ to believe in us and to partner with us for this project. And I have some of their projects you guys need to go and check out. There is the WINNAZ salt and vinegar flavor, absolutely great. This one is so good. It's so salty for those who like so much salt in there. It's not that salty, but you know, it has more salt compared to the others. There's a paprika flavor. The paprika flavor is definitely it's people's favorites. It's a lot of people's favorites, this one. And there is a cheese and onion one. This one is for the cheese lords, those who like so much cheese. You can feel the cheese while eating this. And there is the chili one. This one is so spicy, and I've probably eaten this one more times than I've eaten any other. Not to say it's my favorite, but I always find myself eating the chili one, because yeah, it's good too. Kusa, my favorite, my personal favorite is the salt and vinegar one. You guys should find some time and go try out some WINNAZ, and thank you, WINNAZ. Have a great day. And honestly, on day 3, we were feeling a bit optimistic. We just knew at the back of our minds that the strength that had carried us through the previous 2 days would hopefully carry us through the final one as well. And now we're heading upwards. Stopped by to take some breakfast at this local area, and from there now we'll head upwards. After breakfast, we started walking towards the road that would take us out of Nyamasheke district and on to Rusizi, our ultimate destination. As we kept walking the roads of Western Rwanda, we made steady progress. The scenery in this part of the country, in my opinion, was unlike anything else I'd ever seen. This created a conflicting feeling in my head, because as much as I wanted to stop and enjoy the view, there was still so much road to cover and not enough time to do both. We're now going uphill. The meander is going for 2.2 kilometers. The other guys are just ahead. They're observing the scenery, interacting with the locals that grow tea over here. Seems they're practicing tea picking. Looks like there's a small market over there. Yeah. The scenery is very beautiful. Seems like they're gonna rest for a little bit. Guys, I don't know if you've realized it's not only Kigali that's clean, but this street's also very clean. People be doing community work. Even the trenches, bro. At this point, talking about the cleanliness made us feel like foreigners. But I guess Rwanda's reputation for being clean isn't just limited to Kigali. So we've arrived at the splitted road. I think Kibuye, ugaca no muri Nyungwe. And this side, hariya turi buze kuza gufata ija Rusizi. That means if we're going to Kibuye, we shall do the same exact kilometers to Garuka, then ducema anga tujya guca muri Nyungwe. Which is mad, right? Mad business. The parts where we got to give children winners was probably the favorite one for us. It really felt fulfilling and awesome. Thank you, winners, for making this a reality. So it looks like the rain is somewhere ahead of us. I mean, or maybe sideways somewhere around here. So we decided to change into rain gear so that everything will be much more efficient for us going forward. Yeah. We've resumed the journey. And Andrew is just right behind. So, yeah. Bye! This right here was without a doubt my favorite spot on the journey. Wide lush fields of tea stretching as far as the eye could see, drizzling rain falling on the tarmac, and a feeling of freedom in the air.
There's 26 to go.
At this point, we had walked a total of 100 kilometers, a distance that even professional athletes would find challenging. For us, it was beyond struggling. We were walking on hope and a fair amount of our mother's prayers.
ni saa wenda murahagenda hagati y'isaha n'igice cyangwa amasaha abiri amahoro rero
Then this man sold us false hope and dreams. And somehow, I guess that's all we really needed. We pulled ourselves together, encouraging each other to give absolutely everything we had for the next 2 hours, knowing we could finally rest once we reached Kamembe. And we did just that. With every footstep planted on the ground with pain and agony, we managed to make it up the final hill of Nyamasheke district and started heading downwards. Slowly but steadily towards Bushenje sector, which would finally open up into Rusizi district. And yes, you guessed it right. The road was still under reconstruction, just days before the Tuldi Randa. Finally, the three of us made it into Rusizi district, relying on nothing but our raw strength and determination. And now all that remained was the final 15 kilometers to Kamembe city.
We've reached the Giheke Diary. I think this is where all the milk in Rusizi is prepared. We still have something like 13 kilometers. And this place is like really cold. Yeah.
This shit hurts. Seems like now we're entering the total darkness again. Yeah. We're still walking in total darkness for about 1.5 kilometers.
I don't really know exactly, but I think that's Bukavu. Not to underestimate our Rusizi district, but that looks so good. Probably Bukavu, right?
With about 7 kilometers left, Kiz had given everything she could and had absolutely nothing left. At this point, Andrew decided to help us through the final stretch so that we could all reach our ultimate destination together. Luckily, we began to see lights of Kamembe city shining in the distance. Well, I was also running out of energy with just 4 kilometers left, but I pushed myself, got up again, and did my best to finish this journey in one piece.
You guys want a picture by the...
Yeah.
And I believe we've officially made it into Rusizi city.
Only Andrew and Kiz would understand how I felt when I saw this sign. I felt accomplished. Every struggle on this journey had led to this exact moment. This wonderful moment.
It's now 15 minutes past 10 and we're in the city. Tugiye gushaka ahantu turara hafi ya gare ku buryo ejo mu gitondo bitazatugora dutaha. I think that's the bus station. Tugeze aho bisi ziparika and udupanga kuri hano imbere ho gatoya.
Getting to the place we could stay made me realize that it's actually not only about the friends you make along the way, but also the journey itself. So, in conclusion, all that really matters are the journeys you share with the friends you make along the way.
How? Nikute. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're in the middle of nowhere. And she's putting on Rabero.
Bro, do you have any more products in there? Or Anisha?
She has a whole makeup kit. Fucking shit.
No.
You have a whole kit in there.
Yeah. My lips are dry.
I think sometime in the life I'm too competitive.
You always are.
Like one body. Love me, it's between me and you, so don't go telling nobody. My love is no. What's up? You're right. I pull up. You're on my side. What's up?